All right, Halo effect. Let's talk about it. Let's dig a little bit deep because a lot of you guys think that your resume is your dating value. And that's a big misunderstanding truth because you can make a little 200K, 300K, doctor, engineer, have a great career, be responsible, be educated, stable, and then watch another guy who makes 30 to 40K, who's a bartender, a broke fucking artist, a DJ, works at Starbucks as a barista, he will have more attention from women and more dating opportunities from women than you can ever get in your life. All right. But that doesn't automatically mean that he's a better man, though. It just means that he has a stronger halo effect than you because your halo is either negative, weak, and not strong and positive. So let's think about it. It all sums down to the archetype, the race, the grooming, and the environment of where it strives from. So I'm going to pull up a little bit picture over here to give us a breakdown. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Weak halo versus strong halo. Why dating outcomes are often shaped by your perceived desirability and not income alone. Perceived desirability, not income alone. And this is what you guys need to understand. Now let's look at the left picture. High income weak halo. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Google, works at the PwC, whatever you want to say, works at the biggest, best firms, makes over 200K, 300K, luxury building. But for some fucking reason, he's seen as a provider. He has to go on like 5 to 10, Noble dates. And, a lot of women think about, he's successful. He's responsible. He's husband material. Such a good provider. So restricted on paper and not pursued. And there's not that much excitement going on because he's not being desired. And that is the issue. Because successful men can make their accomplishments their whole identity, their career, money, and stability. Yeah, I agree that those things actually matter. But what you need to understand that the key difference is it does not create the chemistry, that spark, the curiosity, that excitement, that sexual tension, that emotional pull that she'll get from somebody else with a different archetype. Let's just say he's a fucking bad boy with a motorcycle, leather jacket, a guy that's dressed in more street fashion, a guy that fucking literally works at like selling shoes or an art gallery. That's more emotional because you guys are thinking from a logical perspective. You know, women are emotional creatures, and you're gonna hear it time and time again. He's such a nice guy. Any woman would be lucky to have you. Here you go. I just didn't feel the spark. We all had that text. So, high resume value, but weak romantic value. Now we got to look at the other guy. My boy, Starbucks fucking Tommy. Oh my God. Don't you ever go into like some kind of cafe? You see that like little cute, handsome barista that's just like literally women look like they want to fucking eat him alive and like keep him in their pocket. And he's just a fucking barista who makes like 40K and under. Lives with roommates anywhere between the ages of like 23 to 35 plus. Doesn't really have a career. His resume's not there. It's like he's struggling. But multiple dates, cute, exciting, and forgiven. The stronger your halo, the more past you get. The weaker your halo, the more punished you get. He's cute. He's fun. I like his vibe. There's something about him. Maybe I'll give him a chance. You guys get what I'm saying? So, attraction changes interpretation. Now, if she already likes him, the low income, she basically tells herself, he's figuring out life. It's okay. Roommates. Oh, that's normal in New York. Rent is like 4 or 5K. If his career is not good, He's just going through a bad time because that halo effect is so strong. She's so emotionally gravitated towards him. She'll let everything go. Now, the funny part is with the weak halo, let's just say you're making the 300K, you worked a good ass job at the fancy firms or, you know, medical, whatever you want to call it. And then she's like, you can upgrade your bedroom into like a one bed. You don't need to live in a studio. Why? You need a better luxury building. These are the dinner dates you go to, like just nagging on you because you're seen as a provider who's in the friend zone. So, with the summarization, left side, respected, provider, stable, and successful. Eh, no emotional spark at all. Sorry. Maybe that little raise, get your income up to 400K. Hey, fuck it. Take her on that little trip to Ibiza. And maybe that will spark some emotion. Anyway, on the right side, cute, exciting, dateable, and forgiven more easily. So focus in your guys' mindset that the objective value and romantic perception is not always the same thing. So now that we talked about picture one, let's flow a little bit. I'm going to pull it away. Okay. So back to what I was saying. This is where I just want to be real without making dumb, blank statements and shit. Dating is not completely race blind. I'm not going to fucking lie to you. Depending on your city, your culture, the dating app, the social environment, and individual woman, some looks and archetype can receive more favorable, initial reactions than others. While some men have to walk on fucking eggshells and work harder, other men can lean into stereotypes that help push them and drive them. So let's give an example. If an Asian guy cannot lean into the K-pop frame, which is giving them more polarization, more of like a sexual gravitational pull towards them, where a woman that have like an anime fetish, an Asian fetish, culture kind of fetish for them, thanks to the representation of the media of K-pop, martial arts, music videos right now, different going, and the rise of action stars of Asians. So if he's not able to like bump into some kind of like, Asian baby boy, and he's just like the typical Patagonia wearing nerdy Asian guy who makes 300, works at ComSci or tech, whatever. He's basically overly academic, safe, a very technical, conservative guy, socially reserved, provider oriented, not serious, and definitely not sexually expressive. He's a model minority, and that's just basically what they see for the perceived value. Now, are these stereotypes universally true? No, because you're able to go to different countries around the world where you can play to your favor versus like, Indian men who are not racially ambiguous or can't lean into a bad boy archetype, or the handsome one that are like look like Bollywood actors who are typically white passing get a huge halo of forgiveness, or the lighter color white passing Indians or the blacker color passing Indians or brown men that can teeter into other races and stuff, they have a greater time. But if you're the typical brown man that looks like you make 300K a year working your tech job, your fucking dating apps are going to be crickets. Or you're going to get a lot of dates that are not going to see you as someone they want to sleep with, but definitely someone they want to keep in the long term. Now, I'm sorry, this is just the brutal truth. While you could be like a basic white guy at Starbucks who's just slain and can't even keep up with rent because you got to pick up fucking overtime to pay your fucking rent. But it's okay. You're figuring out your life. Don't worry about it, Tommy. So the point is not to understand that race determines your destiny. It's that race can influence the first frame that people put around you. That's why presentation is so fucking important, because it becomes stronger once you figure out your archetype and your core to put them together to facilitate who you are. What do? You gonna complain? You gonna pretend that the reality don't exist? Little Gaga land, little Buddha Max, seeing little rainbows up in the sky? Are you gonna try to become the blonde guy at Starbucks now? No, you're gonna build your own halo. And that halo is built through you understanding where you can develop your attraction leaning into who you are. You still get to keep your career, your intelligence, your ambition, your success. But now you have to develop the part of attraction, individuality, social presence, and emotional impact. I'm gonna pull up picture 2 right now. All right. So let's go. Okay. Building your halo. How to style, communicate, social calibration, and dating and outcomes. Now look at them. You know, our brother Raj right here to the left, looking good. I like that button up, the watch, the pants, confident, fixed himself, leading into a more Bollywood type of archetype, looking really good. You know, we got our brother to the right, Jason over here, you know, more matches, more attention, more dates, leaning into his little K-pop, you know, little thing going on, little refined style. There's so many different archetypes. But listen though, what changed? Did you work on your communication skills? Did you, understand social, the environment, your grooming, better style, body language, photos to develop that in order to get that presence, that aura, which equals into a stronger archetype for a halo effect. So the goal is not to become someone else, but to make your strengths socially and romantically eligible. Okay, guys? So communication changes how people interpret you. The better your social skills, the better you're able to flirt, the better you'll be able to make a man to woman connection flirting. So, you can always be incredible at your job, but you could be awkwardly social. Or you could be fucking gangsta at your job, tough, but you don't know how to fuck to flirt with a girl. So you got to work on entering the room with presence, talking to stranger, holding your eye contact, socializing naturally, and interacting with men and women, but not like you're looking and waiting for permission. You got to take that shit as a leader. So think about it. Career competence and social competence are two different things. Okay? And now the most important thing, your grooming and your style. Based off your looks, your race, your height, and your body type. What kind of haircut you could do, your facial hair, your skin, your clothes that you could put on, the accessories, the cologne. Think about it. Same face though, different presentation, different interpretation. You know what I mean? Little rap over there for y'all. So let's give us some like little visual. So with our brother Raj, refined masculinity, social, luxury, open collar right over there. Tailored clothes, strong grooming, masculine present, rooftop lounge, socializing. I love the haircut, love the smile, love the watch, doing his little thing. The goal is to make you successfully socially attractive, not just, oh, I'm another corporate guy with money in his fucking pocket. Now let's look to the right to my brother Jason, you know what I'm saying? Modern fashion forward, created masculine with a little bit of K-pop Asian twist. Love the hairstyle, elevated streetwear, nice little black shirt, fitted of course with the button up on the side, clear silhouette, you know what I'm saying? Downtown social environments, very expressive, holding the eye contact. Do your thing, boo boo, do your thing. So different man, different archetype, but same principle, okay? So now we got to go back to, as I said, what changed? Did you master your body language? Did you learn how to breathe? Did you stop fidgeting? Can you keep eye contact and can you control your environment and hold your space as a man and not seeking approval, saying, look at me? Even if you change your archetype and you look better, she gonna sniff that shit out if that's not you. And you're just trying to put on a show and be like, can you like me now? Can we go on a date now? I change. That's why you got to build it from the ground up, from inside and out. Okay. People read your body before they fully process your words. So she gonna know, she gonna sniff that shit out, homie. You playing some games. Okay. With the better photos and a better archetype, your dating apps magnify the halo effect. So, if your profile is like a corporate headshot, bad lighting, bathroom selfie, awkward group photo, woman is not going to see the best version of you. It's just shitty ass photos or like kitchen or like goofy shit. Your photo should communicate your face, your style, your body, your personality, your lifestyle, and your social life. Doing things, looking good. You know what I mean? Not just like, yo, I could deadlift 300 fucking pounds. For an Asian guy, like eating at a sushi restaurant or like making matcha. For our brother Raj, maybe he could be like playing tennis or outdoor running with his friends or like drinking a drink on the rooftop with friends. So your dating profile tells a story before you even speak. And now you need to understand the clear archetype. This is the biggest part. If you don't define yourself, people will fill in the blanks. And there's different type of archetypes: refined, athletic, artistic, sophisticated, edgy, intellectual, fashion forward, and luxury social. There's no universal best archetype. It's basically what fits your persona and what you can lean into. So look at the result. Same ethnicity, same basic genetics, same career. But now what is different is that there's more attention being commanded, better matches, better dates, because you change who you are from the inside and out, developing your social skills. Because instead of them seeing, okay, Indian finance guy or Indian medical guy or tech bro or Asian tech guy, they're seeing now he's attractive, he's different, he's stylish, he's confident, he's interesting, he's socially competent. And that career that you have is a bonus to your identity because you're a man on a mission, a man who has the provision, but now you're a man who's confident. So double bonus points, baby. Okay. Now, the final lesson. A lot of men in dating struggling like, I need to make more money. I need another promotion. I need another degree. I need a luxury building. I need that fucking six-pack abs. I need them tattoos, that haircut. But what you really need to understand that sometimes making that 300K don't mean you're going to beat that guy who makes 50K or getting that bonus. What y'all need is that better communication, social skills, grooming, style, body language, with a clearer understanding of your archetype. And yes, I understand environment advantage, that looks, race, environment, social stereotypes matter, but you cannot control that. So work with what you have as a man and take advantage of what you got and turn your weaknesses into strengths, because how you control your own potential is your growth and trajectory of what you want to do as men. Okay, guys? Now, the solution is not about becoming somebody else. It's becoming the complete version of yourself. So before I bid you au revoir, here's a final wisdom for you. Your resume tells women what you accomplish. Your halo influences how they experience you. And in dating, they usually never experience you before they evaluate your resume. This is Natural Magnetic Men. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow our movement. This is Coach D. I'm working with Ravi and Rags. And if you guys are interested in figuring out your archetype, you can click the link below to get your profile and your SMV rating. And then we can figure out where we can put you in to help develop yourself. All right. Salute. Stay blessed by God. And let's move forward in our growth. Thank you.